Righty guys. So, this is gonna be the video. I don't have the, like I said, in the last two episodes, basically the one where we showed you guys how to, use the character generator in the previous episode, and how to create a shop in the previous episode before that one. And they were going to be, one was going to be released on Tuesday, and then today, Wednesday, and then that I'm recording this, and that's unfortunately, this will be released on Friday now. I got sidetracked it a little bit, forgot to upload. So now when you want to create let's go create a world map. Now, when you look at, this is what it looks like when the players are going to see it. Okay. Now, as you can see, let's say you wanted to create something, here, in the sense. So you could have something there, but I'm actually going to block that for purposes. So let's go and hit Control 1. Okay. We want to be able to create one here. So let's create a new. Okay. Now, you can also, let's do this. Let's load a sample map. Okay. These are just some of the things, like an oasis. Like, let's do this. Let's create a little bit of a mine. You can come in here and see what things look like. Like, you can use this. And you can come in here and you can look at those sample maps. If you want to use those sample maps, you can. But we're going to create a map using another way. So, when you create a new map, we're going to say this one, we're going to call this one Mine Mountain. Okay? And down the mountain down here. Now, this mountain, is just going to be called, it's Mine Mountain, but it's actually going to be called Aether Mountain, because it's the only mountainous range in the entire game. So instead of Mine, we'll call this Aether Mountain. That's the name that we're going to call this. The display name, you want to set the display name. Now, this is where we're going to get into showing you guys how to use ranges and things. But we're going to go this one at 40 and then at 50. Okay, just to show you. You can hit Control D. Okay. This is going to show you, and as you can see, there's nothing there. Because if you look at this, we're going to say that we have the overworld. This is set up as like an overworld setup. We don't. We need to set this up as a dungeon. Okay. And then we can hit Control D. And this is where our dungeon can be physically made. So let's say we do something like this. Okay. Now let's zoom out to show you guys what it looks like from a perspective. That's what the dungeon can look like. Now we can also hit Control D. Let's add margins to this. It's going to make it even a little bit more. Let's go with wide passages and show you what wide passages look like. Okay. Let's take And as you can see, the wider the passage means this is just how cancel, hit Control D. This one, let's say we take out the margins and we add more into it. The Control D, let's say we take out white passages and let's go with maze. This is a maze. This is what the maze would look like in a small capacity. Let's take, we add margins to it. Okay, it just brings in a little bit more. Then let's say we add white passages and margins. That's what that looks like. Now let's say we take out the margins and showing you guys what this looks like. Now we're not going to be using this, of course. We're going to do room, add white passages, and then we're going to take this out and put it into a rocky spot. Okay. No, it needs to go over to this one here. And we're going to do this, and let's do it this way, and we'll leave it the way that it is, but we need to make it so that when we look at it, we want to make sure, I want to do something where you come in from over here and you will go out in this path. So this is a way that you can create a dungeon in a way. This is going to allow you to create dungeons in a pinch, to create it so you don't have to do a lot of work. Now, when I typically do create games, I will select that, and then I will go down by 2. I will add in on the outside edges, I will add in a line like so. Now, let's go up by 2 there, and then we will just do something like that. That is what a dungeon can look like. But you want to make a dungeon look more, make it look more realistic in a dungeon. You don't want to make it seem like all squarish and make it look like there's passages and things. We can make this look a little bit better. So let's take a look at this. We have space over here that's not being utilized. Okay? I want to utilize the whole space of this. So what you can do, we're gonna take this. We're gonna alter that because I don't like let's alter that. Let's go and fill that up like so, and make it feel much more like a mountainous kind of thing. Okay? Make it feel more like it. Now, this is something. Now we're going to take this and we're going to go and we're going to expand out just kind of a little bit here. We're going to go up this way. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to go 2 in, bring you in by 1. And then we go boom, ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. And then we'll place you there. Kind of make this look more. You want to make it look like like it's natural forming and not squarish. And in doing so, Here, let me grab my mouse. I'm not really using the mouse well. Situation. If you guys don't try to make a game utilizing... Nope, hold on. We're gonna go down by 1 there, go there, bring you down to there. We're gonna take and we're gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut the row. We're gonna go and cut it by 1 down. And then basically we're gonna do something like this. No. Yep, and then I will, and then let's just go, let's extend you out a little bit, and then we will clear those two and go like something, just to kind of make it feel like it's got formation kind of thing going on. Actually, let's go boom, boom, boom. Do something like that, just to kind of make it feel naturally forming. It's gotta feel natural when you create like a dungeon. Don't like, it's gotta feel like it's something that belongs here. Like, it's gotta look, don't make it look like this, like the way I showed you initially. We gotta make this look more genuine. There are some times where I do make mazes, and that's because it's not naturally formed. I've done this before where it's not naturally formed, but that was part of the planet. It's not a traditionally, naturally forming planet. It's not traditional. Sometimes you can make that game feel like the landscapes and things look squarish. Make it look like that this planet lives on squares, and that this planet does. But, you know, it's up to you how you set up your game. You know, set it up the way you feel like that your game should be. Let's take a look. Let's take this and let's go here. We're gonna take you out of it and we're gonna go boom. There, and then let's go one over, one up there, just to kind of make it feel natural. Let's add 2 to there, let's add 1. Let's go by, let's just add like a length to it. Right there. Now let's create like some rooms. Let's create like a little bit like a little bit of a treasure room. So let's expand the room up a little bit. Let's clear you out. Let's go. Let's get this. Kind of get some like room. And like I'm gonna leave this like just having a couple of rooms to kind of show you what goes on. You want to create something that looks, like I said, always look natural. It doesn't always have to be. Let's go in the middle here. Let's create a small little square point. And then let's go off of here. Let's go down by 2. Let's go off of there. And that's to kind of make it look weird. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be forming, because remember, this is a cave. This is things that are changes all the time. Like, I'm gonna add a couple things there. We'll just do it, kind of make it look like it's not naturally forming, because remember, this is also there. We're creating that mine aspect. I would rather, if we can get more of a I would rather fill in, let's do it. So like that. And then we can do something like this and make it feel much like that. Now we've got it set up pretty decently. What we're gonna do is we want to say that you can go into the cave. Into the cave. We're gonna have you coming in from the cave. Hold on. We're gonna have you be coming into the cave through about there. Okay, there's still like mountainous kind of. We could have it fill something around, and then just fill. Let's change up the style in this game this time. Let's go. Let's have the. Let's fill in spots that where I have this. Let's just make it a little bit different. So let's go. Let's fill this. Let's go and create. Let's have it create, and then we can have some stuff where, you know, it looks like there's been. Let's just do something like this, just to kind of, let's change the art style in the game. We're going to use this full length here. I'm not doing it within. I'm only doing it because this is a mountainous area. If it was like a dungeon of sorts, or like you're going underground, I probably wouldn't be doing. I'd probably do something like this as well. But this is kind of what we're doing. Is just kind of we made a couple of rooms. And as you can see, these couple of rooms are decent. Now, when you look at a dungeon, okay, when you look at like dungeons or mountains or things of that nature, you want to also look at, we're gonna kind of put something there, for you to go through. There's sometimes you might find in mountains where there is kind of like inside there's like little water droplets and stuff. But when you go in and you look at it, and as you can see, we can set up, we'll show you guys ranges here in a minute. We'll show you guys how to create enemies. We're just showing you guys how to do this. We'll show you guys how to create enemies in the next episode, because that way then you guys aren't so sitting here trying to figure out, okay, how do I create enemies? We're just focused on creating the map, creating the locations. This is just a small tidbit of things in the game. So you want a place like, let's say you're in a mine. Well, we're in mountains. We kind of want to, let's say that we put in some chests. Well, let's go in a little bit so we can kind of see a little bit what we're doing. I'll put in like a few things, like some broken stuff. Like, there needs to be like sci-fi stuff in here, but it doesn't really, you know. I have a thing that I want to get is the sci-fi dungeons, which will allow for me to add in a D in here, just to put in some extra dungeonness stuff that we can go in. It doesn't have to be what everybody expects it to be. You know, this is a mountainside, but I wanted to have a little bit of like some things. Like we can set up like gold bars and things, but we're gonna set like some shovels and the cups and set up a few things around. It doesn't have to be, you know, table in ruins. Just to leave kind of some stuff. We can throw in like some mossy stuff, but I don't think I really want to. We can throw some spider webs in here. Just to kind of, because I want to throw some spiders in here when we come in. You know? We're gonna place one there. Just kind of place a little bit of spiders live in this kind of openness area. We could throw like bats in here. Throw in like creatures like, you know, when I go out and you see the spirits, that is because that is part of the thing that I've always been doing. This is from the very first game, I had spirits. Every game from here on out, I've always put spirits in. The second game was weird. It was the one game I was gonna do had a whole bunch of like had like different kind of clothing things because they're in that game. But there's times where you can do things. I'll throw in like an extra spider up there just to kind of throw in some spiders. Now this is how you create a dungeon to look like and look like that it's naturally there. There isn't a lot here. As you can see, there's a few things. Let's say you wanted to create this is just how you would create a dungeon in kind of a quick creation. You know, let's say we just add in kind of a little bit. No, we're gonna go down by 2 there, do that there and there, just to kind of make it feel like there's some stuff going on and it's being like that there's stuff there. So now when you want to create like treasure and you want to limit like treasure, like when you guys saw when we did the testing for that, you saw chests. There can be chests within a game. Chests are going to be the way that you can gain some loot. Okay? Now, you can do this in several ways. You can have it you can go in and say, you can create the treasure yourself by going through the thing. And I'm not going to show you how to do that because I never really do this. I never alter and change things. I've done that, but I'm not going to show you. I'm going to show you the easiest way that you can get it done. So when you want to create a chest, let's say we put a chest, let's say we create a chest, let's go back over here. Let's clear this out and let's go here. Let's say that we want to create a chest. You can hit Control 3, okay, or you can right click, go to Quick Creation, and create treasure. Okay. Now, creating treasure, let's say we put about 10 of our currency in gold. Well, let's say that we just want to like put like a box down in here. Just like a tiny little box. You can do something like that. Remember, when you want to get people out of the dungeon, you can do this, just like I said, world map, we can have you go out there. When you do so, it's going to retain, you want to hit copy and paste when you are going out. It's 2 going out. When you come in to the world map, when you're coming in from the dungeon, you want to hit Control 1 and go in from Aether Mountain. Go in this way, and we're just going to put you there. It's just to play, thing like that. Now you can also, if like I did make a mistake, so I'm going to show you guys how I fixed that. I always go and put things like this so that when you go in, you have to go this way and then come back out. It's an extra step, but it's a way that I do things in the game. Just making sure that I'm recording just fine, no issues. We're gonna clear out Origin. So now that's how you get in. Now how long have I been recording? Okay, so that is kind of how you create like a little bit of a dungeon. Now, dungeons, now when you go into creating enemies, which we will show you guys in the next one, how to create enemies and put them inside like dungeons and things and make it feel more like there's creatures and going things outside. So just if you guys want to see that, remember this will be coming out on probably Saturday or maybe Monday. I'm going to try to keep most of my stuff I keep Monday through Friday at about 5 o'clock, but I might release this on Saturday just because I am so much engrossed into doing this. And I am just so in awe of this game, of RPG Maker. RPG Maker is kind of the game that really got me into creating games and a lot of things like that. So, I'm going to get off here, guys. If you guys want to see a lot of content from me, remember, check out the previous video of RPG Maker MZ here. The previous video. It might not be the previous video right away. It might be like the one that came out on RPG Maker on the first episode or the second episode, because this video isn't going to be out right away. But hey, if you guys would like to see a lot of content, remember, always hit that beautiful subscribe, hit that beautiful follow. No, hit that beautiful like button if you did enjoy. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I know that it's sometimes when you are wanting content from me, remember, it's always going to be RPG Maker MZ for a little while, and then we'll jump back into playing some other notorious games. We're doing this, kind of showing you guys as I grow early on in the development of this game. The full game will be, I will release the demo when we get done with this, so that you guys can play the demo and play things, and having access to it. Because that way you guys have access to the full game in the future. The full game I would like to get charged for, get money for creating games, just allowing for you guys to have access to everything if you guys need it. So, now the last thing I didn't do was I didn't test you going inside. We will do that in our next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I gotta go, live stream for another game. Gotta go live stream over on Twitch, because I said I would be on at 3, and I'm behind by 1 minute, from when I'm recording this. So hope you guys enjoying yourselves. Remember, hit that like button, hit that beautiful subscribe, and we will see you guys later.